we're just coming into Grenada and it is gross outside. As you can see, the visibility is pretty crappy, and we are now on our third attempt to land into the airport, and this is something that we've never experienced before, so it's quite interesting. We're all a little stressed out. We're playing Angry Birds just to keep our mind occupied on something else, but he almost landed last time, and then just as we were about to touch down, pulled back up again, so yay.
We're just circling out here now.
Doing circles. So after all of that, we got rerouted to Barbados. It's much calmer here than what it was over in Grenada. We were running low on fuel, so our fuel truck is now outside filling us back up again. And then the pilot's going to reassess the situation and let us know what the plan is. We don't know if we're getting off the plane or staying on the plane. I don't know. People are grabbing their luggage like they know what's going on, but I don't think anybody has it. Here he is.
To Bridgetown, Barbados. So right now we're just in the process of determining what our next plan will be. I'm going to make a call to dispatch and to planning. We're going to assess the weather, see what our options are, and see if we can put together a game plan.
So nobody knows
working on that already. So I'm going to get on to that. In the meantime, good time to stretch your legs, use the washroom if you need to, and of course I will update you as soon as I know any details.
So we might get a night in Barbados, who knows? Anyways, doesn't matter, we're safe on the ground right now, and the hurricane's going to hit in 2 days here, so we want to get off this side. Grenada's much safer.
Yeah.
More to come. 5 hours later and we finally landed.
A little trip to get some fuel on another island. We made it.
It has been an interesting flight, and the landing wasn't soft at all.
I'm shaking.
We're finally in Grenada, thank God. Now it's time to get back to the boat and put it back together again because she's put away. So that's going to be fun at, what time is it, 7 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
7:14.
7:14.
We're not going to get to the boat.
Flight was 5 hours late.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least we didn't have connecting flights to deal with, and we're here and we're safe, and it's time to get to the boat. Let's see how that fared.
Yeah.
So we just got back to the boat, and it is surprisingly pretty fantastic actually. It definitely smells like a boat. All of our dry ease things that we put in, the little pellet thing. Sorry, they're called damp rid. All of our damp rids that we put in to try and keep the moisture out of the air did their job because they are all water. There is no pellets, so it's definitely very humid here. It rained quite a bit while we were gone. There's a bit of a musty smell in the boat, but all in all it looks pretty good. Our dinghy had a bit of a turn for the worse, so we're gonna have to deal with that tomorrow. I'll show that to you in the daylight tomorrow, but we're exhausted. It was a long day on the flight. We're just gonna get beds made, get something in our bellies, and call it a day. That was a very long trip, but happy that the boat looks pretty fantastic right now. So yay, all in all it was good, all the work that we put into it, and now it's time to relax a little bit. So we just got back from our Atlantic crossing, and you think that would be the highlight of our month, our 2 months, whatever the case may be. We finally got back to our boat. Last night was a bit of a chaos.
We had multiple attempts at landing. It was just so rough.
We got stuck on the tarmac in Barbados for 5 hours.
To Barbados to refuel.
Yeah.
So
we
it was
got
a
here
late
late
get
last
in.
night. Yeah.
Really late.
Yeah. And we found out that the tropical storm that is going to be going over Grenada is now turned into a Cat 3, Cat 4. They haven't decided yet.
Yeah, which is going to start late tonight into tomorrow.
Yeah. And so now it is a mad dash to try and get the boat prepared for hurricanes that aren't supposed to hit this wonderful hurricane hole. All the boats in the marina here are working together to try and make sure everyone's secured and that we're all going to be okay. We are on a cement fixed dock, so that provides a lot of stress for us as well. And yeah,
I mean, they're floating docks and fixed docks, so you like them both for reasons, right?
Yeah.
So, but we're med-moored in here. We don't know how good our ropes are in the front, or the balls are that we're tied off to, and it's tight too, so we're trying to figure out how to best position the boat so we can have storm surge and movement. So There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot happening, so we're just trying to get the boat prepared right now, taking down as much windage as we possibly can, getting it spider tied to every possible cleat and every rope and line that we have available.
Tying up the boat next to us because it's poorly done too.
Yeah, nobody's been there for 3 years, so we got to make sure it doesn't fall into us.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on right now, and yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date of where we are.
Yep, we gotta get to work, baby.
It's funny, it's no different than any other thing in the sailing community. When something like this happens, everybody's pulling together to help out. We're all in this storm together, and we don't want any of us to come loose or hit into someone else's boat and all that kind of stuff. So right now, the guys are tying some lines to other buoys for people. We're gonna tie this guy here. He's beside us, and he has no fenders. Josh found this one right here to put on, so that we have at least some protection from him. So we're gonna tie him back to that buoy over there. And then the awesome folks behind us, they ended up getting one of the cabins up here for rent. So there's 3 of us that are gonna go stay in there for the night and get off the boat when the heavy brunt of the storm is hitting, so that we're not on here. As so many people have told us today, boats can be replaced, but people can't, so we have to take precautions. And I'm trying not to cry. So let's hope it all goes well. So we are putting out an anchor. We're med-moored right now, stern tied. We are attached to 2 balls that are on either side of the bow, and then we've decided that we're going to put out an anchor as well in case something happens with the balls. We don't know what kind of shape they're in, and it's going to get pretty hectic in here, as you know. So the guys are now putting the anchor in the water and giving us a little extra protection. And our other buddy Ron, he's so amazing. He is out in the mooring field right behind us, and he let us borrow 5 of his fenders that he's not going to need, so we can put them up around the boat and give us some extra protection. So like I said, it's an amazing sailing community.
Well, we've skinned it. Done everything we can. We've doubled up all of our lines. We've added a bunch of fenders. This boat next to us was a bit of an issue, and I climbed aboard. No one's been on it for a long time apparently. No fenders, really old lines, and I doubled up all his lines and tried to make it a little more protected. And we've also got a little bit of concern about the mooring balls of med-moor here. So we've got double lines on those, but if one of those was to fail, we've actually ran our anchor across. So you can see there's the mooring lines, and then we've run our anchor out to just in front of that boat, and then I tied a rope off over there so I could lift it later. So we're anchored that way. This is the boat that's kind of a concern for us, but I doubled up all his lines and towed him over that way a bit. We got all our fenders out on these, between us and these guys here. We stripped all of our windage. We've taped up all of our lines and halyards and everything that could come loose, and done everything we can to try and be safe here. We're kind of in a pickle because we got back so late from our trip back from Portugal that we landed, and there's no time for us to run from this one. So we are making the most of it. The neighbor boat here, they've rented a cabin for a couple of days, so we're gonna go get off the boat tonight and stay there so that it's safe, and see what happens. Scary stuff. How you doing down there?
Doing good. Getting the last little bits done and packing an overnight bag so that we can get off the boat and hopefully not be here for the mayhem.
Hurricane party.
Yay! It's about 6 o'clock in the morning right now, and the storm is just starting to come upon us. Last night was pretty uneventful, which we kind of were hoping was going to happen. It kind of stayed on its same trajectory. We are right across the marina in this little villa right here that I'd mentioned the boat beside us had rented, and a couple of us are staying in, which is really nice. It's nice to not be on the boat and have that just little sense of safety that's going along with it, so that's good. But the thunder started, the lightning started, we've got some rain coming right now. and the boats are bouncing, so we're just on the outskirts of it, and now it's once again a wait and see kind of a game. It's supposed to hit us later today, probably somewhere around noonish, 1 o'clock. So now we wait and we hope for the best. The storm has moved south, so it's going to be, the eye is going to be coming a lot closer to us than originally expected. So we're getting a lot more rain, but as we mentioned, we're deep inside this little cove, and we should be fine from the wind. It's more the storm surge that we're worried about. So we'll just have to watch our boats, and this is going to be the best place to do it from. I'm not going to lie, the whole lot of us, I mean, there's only 6 of us here in this room, and we're all pretty high energy, freaked out. You can feel it, it's palpable, and you know, nobody really wants to get crazy or anything like that, but we're all worried about our boats. We're all worried about, you know, our safety and all that kind of stuff. So I can only imagine what the entire island is feeling right now. So yeah, I just hope everything is okay and there's not as much damage as we are all worried that could possibly happen. Here comes the lightning again. You can see HONU way over there, just bobbing and bouncing, tied as we could make him.
Good morning. So we had a little squall go through this morning, kind of got us all out of bed, and a lot of thunder. It was crazy. I've never heard thunder like that before. Lots of flashes of lightning and rain. But this is the little place that we have all hunkered down in. There's the 3 of us here right now. It's about 8 o'clock right now, I think.
It is 7:30.
7:30, and about 10 o'clock we're going to be in the meat of it. So this literally is just the calm before the storm. It's going to be coming soon, and I think we're as prepped as we can be. It looks like the eye's going to pass kind of right between the northern part of Grenada and St. Vincent. So we're going to get the tail end of it. It won't be a direct hit, but it'll be significant. We're ready. We're nervous too. What are you guys feeling right now?
A little tired. You know, I didn't get that much sleep.
No.
Yeah, but a little nervous too.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah.
I mean, this morning there was a bunch of thunder and lightning, and Sophie's just sleeping on the other side of this. She woke me up and was like, "Dad, I'm kind of scared." And it's with good reason. I mean,
It's a scary situation.
it is.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen. You know, it's like the unknown is kind of the scariest part. But we know it's coming, and you can see it in all the apps and all the news and everything. There's this massive spinning cloud coming at us.
We're
Yeah,
all
it's
glued
so
to our
weird.
phones right now. Like everybody, all 6 of us are sitting on Windy and Predict Wind and the
Yeah.
hurricane, and it's going here, it's coming here, the eye's moving here, this is the wind. It never ends, and it'll be nice when this is over, because none of us have been in a hurricane, and none of us really know what to expect. And it's going to hit the north end of the island pretty hard. We're lucky that we're in the south, so a lot of worry for the north end of the island. Like we said before, we're in a pretty protected hole right here, but it's still, the anticipation is just, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to kind of show you as it goes. At least it's coming during the day, so we're going to get a front row view of what's happening and be able to see the boats, and hopefully if something happens we can run down and help things or whatever. But for the most part I think we're going to be stuck indoors. It's dangerous to be outside. We do have these big windows right here, and we were talking about that. There could be a lot of flying debris and stuff, so if it starts getting bad,
Migrate.
yeah,
Room.
the plan is we all go into the bedroom. It's got no windows and it should be pretty safe. So
Yeah. It's
And-
so weird. It's like just like looking at like this, because it's like, you know it's there, but it's like not here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. I thought it would have progressed through the morning after all those initial
Yeah.
storm that we had,
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
and now it's just dead calm.
It
It's so
is.
It's like
weird.
so creepy.
It's super
Yeah, it's so
creepy.
eerie.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep you abreast of what's happening and show you how it goes. I'm just taking a quick hike down to the boat. One last check before everything hits. It's just starting to pick up.
Look at the trees.
And make sure that everything's secure. But you can see things are starting to happen now. Whoa, look at the swell out there.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
Surf's up.
wow.
No kidding. Look at that. Holy storm action. Look at the surge coming in. Wow, look at that out there. Hey, we're almost at the boat. Things are picking up now. You can really start feeling the gusts coming, and we're in for some action here, I think. Just do one last quick check on our boat, make sure we're all secure and ready. It's frightening. Oh, we're pulled far away. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hi, bird. How you doing?
You need to find some shelter, dude.
Yeah. Careful.
Oh, that's good, right?
They're just still running. Yeah. Look at these boats behind you just starting to bounce.
I'm so stressed out right now, and this isn't even the beginning of it.
No. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Good luck, HONU. We'll see you in a bit.
Stay safe, buddy.
Yeah. You stay away from our boat.
Here comes the rain. We just checked our batteries and the fridge was drawing too much power, so we had a friend jump in the boat and turn the fridge off, so hopefully it stays cold enough in there to keep our fridge going, but here comes the rain. She's wet.
There we go.
Shower today.
Yeah. That rain's warm,
It
eh?
is warm. It's very warm.
Holy man. Well, this is the start of the action. We gotta get inside.
Check out the trees. There's some blowing happening.
Yeah. Glad we put our rain jackets on.
Yeah, good call. Storm surge is gone.
Oh, it's still coming in. Well, here it comes. We've been pretty lucky so far. Avoided a lot of bad weather, apparently. But this is in the meat of it now. It's starting to come in hard. Wow, that is some rain. Boats are looking good. Look at that. Holy man.
So the eye has now passed us and the wind has shifted. It's coming more from out in the ocean into the bay here. You can see all the boats have now turned, and we are expecting high tide to be hitting in about an hour and a half from now, and now we have to worry about storm surge. So for the most part, when the eye was here, it wasn't so bad and everything kind of moved and jiggled as it should. All of our lines were secure and the boats were secure. Nobody drug in the anchorage, which is really good. But now our issue is going to be storm surge, to make sure that we have enough slack in our lines to handle that. So we're almost done with the craziness of it, and then it's just the rain and the fallout that comes from it. We should have the wind shifted and into this bay for the next, I believe it is 2 to 3 hours. So still daytime, which is nice. We're not going through this at night, and we can watch our boats and make sure that they stay tied up and not hitting anything else. But like I said, we're in good shape right now. No boats have drug in the anchorage. And from what we can get for reports, it wasn't as bad as what was originally predicted, and it's dying out a little bit. So fingers crossed that's the truth and it carries on in that situation.
Look at that rain.
Oh my god.
Come over here so you don't get soaking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some rain, eh?
Yeah.
How you doing there, honey? Looking good, buddy. Looking all right. Wow, we're looking good. Not too bad. You seen this? I could see from our room, this one boat on the end, his fenders had popped out. I'm gonna run down there and make sure that they're back in place. This guy's getting pushed into the dock. Ouch. Oh, that's no good. Oh, man. Ow. We're getting a blast of wind now. Holy shit. That thing's peeled the paint right off of it. Look at the side. That boat is loose. Look at, they're trying to anchor again. Yeah. There's someone on the deck.
That's stuck. That's not fun.
Oh, man. These guys are bobbing and they're free right now. Look at that. They're trying to anchor right now. Holy shitballs. Oh, we're gonna get blasted again right away here. Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
What a day that was. Oh my God. It was so
Stressful.
refreshing. I'm gonna say refreshing to have something actually happen in the daytime. I can't actually say that all bad stuff happens at night anymore, because that was something really bad that happened during the day.
Yeah.
And we stressed out, we prepared for it, we did everything that we could, and we feel very lucky for where we were throughout that entire storm.
So not only is this a pretty safe little bay that we're in, but the place that we're staying in, overlooking the marina here, is safe. Like, this is a solid building, and it's the back end of it's into a hillside with mountains all around us. Like, we actually felt quite safe here.
And a huge reef coming from the ocean in, which stopped a major part of the storm surge, which could have been a big issue for us.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a direct hit like some of the other islands, but man, it blew hard, and we fared really, really well here.
Yeah, so we, like I said, we feel lucky. We feel bad for, not feel bad. Our hearts go out to everybody in possibly the north end of Grenada. We haven't heard what's going on there yet. Everything that happened in Carriacou and the Grenadines they've got really hit hard.
Yeah, we've been
and,
hearing stuff coming out now, and it got wiped out apparently,
Yeah.
and we really lucked out here. Really lucked out, and you know it's tough because we really just didn't have time to run. A lot of people were like, "You need to run. You need to get going."
But as you know, we were on the crossing for the last 2 months. It wasn't safe to take our boat out of the marina.
No,
We hadn't
was-
even tested any of our systems, fired up our engine.
It wasn't even put together. Like,
No.
it was a mess.
No.
And we were exhausted, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have done it. It's a 90-mile run across, but
It wasn't safe.
It wasn't safe with a
Yeah.
looming storm coming in, and like just a finite amount of time to get there before it came. I felt like, and we talked about it, it just was more dangerous for us to leave than it was for us to just find a safe haven to hunker down. So we prepped
Yeah.
the boat, keep it as safe, and we can replace the boat. We can't replace lives, and we felt like this was the safest thing for us to do, and especially with Sophie with us, it was just more important to
Yeah.
hunker down and be safe. And we
Yeah.
really lucked out here. We did.
We did.
The brunt of the storm went to the north side, and
It did. We are out of power right now. The water is shut off. We're staying in the villa here for one more night because it's not safe to be on the boats just yet. They're still bouncing and bucking and that sort of thing. So we're going to do one more night here and then back to the boats tomorrow and see how well the inside of the boat fared. We haven't checked that out yet, but so far everything looks pretty good.
yeah.
And we'll keep you updated from that point forward.
Well, but
Yeah.
thankfully, well,
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who reached out to us throughout this whole thing, all your warm wishes and your thoughts with us. We really appreciate it.
we really do.
It was heartwarming to know that you're all thinking about us too.
Yeah, we felt really cared about. So
yeah.
thanks. Shoulders are burning. We worked so hard getting the boat ready yesterday and getting all the stuff we needed off. Just we had to prep that we might lose her. And
And that was a scary thought to
very.
think that our home, just like many people, our home could have sunk into the ocean yesterday. So feeling very blessed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye. We are back to the boat and everything looks fantastic. Loading all of our hurricane supplies, getting the dinghy back and back on board. But so far, first inspection looks pretty good. Now it's just time to get life back to normal and get HONU back in order again. It was really nice to have that spot to go to during all of this so that we didn't have to deal with the boat and the hurricane at the same time. So let's see what the inside looks like, and hopefully we're good to go and we'll be off.
Hey guys, so we had a great sleep back on the boat last night. We worked our butts off yesterday. We got everything back together. You can see our canvas is all back up, bimini's back up. We got about a week of rain ahead of us now, so it's important we got everything kind of buttoned up and moved back onto the boat. The island is still without power and water. There's the reports of the damage coming out north of here is just horrific, and not just on the island and on the homes, but also in the marinas and in the yards. That we were scheduled to get hauled out in about a month in Tyrell, and it's wiped off the map. It just the pictures
sad.
it's horrible. Everybody's boats are upside down, and it's
We
weird.
have a couple friends that are in Tyrell Bay that are just getting reports. They don't really know how bad the damage was, but they know if they've got a boat that's still on the chalk still, or if it's no longer there, and it's heartbreaking.
It is. It's just, we're gutted for everybody. Just horrific. Anyway, we're going to put a bunch of links at the end of the video here, places you can donate and stuff too. They need everything. We're seeing what we can do to help. They're asking if anyone can bring stuff from the main island here up to Carriacou. We're going to see if we can do anything like that to assist. We love these islands. We love the people, and it's tough.
It's a moment.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for sticking out with us, and
Yeah.
we're
Thank you
good.
everyone
We're safe.
for all the
Yeah.
support along the way. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.